Hello, Angela Princewill here, and here's a question that I got recently. Has my family court order expired? And this is a question that people who have orders that were issued so many years ago may have. Now, quick answer, no, your order does not expire. But before I get to that, let me give you the fact scenario that inspired this question, okay? So there's a couple married for a few years, have a child, and they separate. They separated, in this case, I'd say about 10 years ago, and they went through the court process, and a final order was issued that addressed the issues of custody and access. Shortly after going to court and getting that final order, the parties reconcile and have another child. And unfortunately, 5 years later, had to go through separation for a second time. Um, Following the second separation, things went amicably and they did not have to engage in court or anything. Now they have two children and they're going, by a new schedule for custody and access that's completely different from what was court ordered 10 years ago. Well, the parties have now, a few months ago, find out that this new schedule they've been following for almost 5 years, which is totally different from what was issued a year ago for one child, no longer works in the best interest of the children. The parties are unable to settle the matter amicably, so they're looking to now engage the services of the courts. And this question has a reason. Well, yes, we entered into an agreement, or rather, final court order was issued 10 years ago, and we have not followed that court order at all. And it's been so long since then. Has that order expired? Do we even have to deal with that? Well, the short answer is because your court orders do not expire. The only way to change a family court order is to get a motion to change. These factors of what has happened since may would could play in a situation where you're trying to argue the material change that in circumstances that warrant the changing of that final order. But I will talk about that in a separate video. But the short answer to the question of has my family court order expired, because it's been so long and because my partner and I did not follow the terms of that court order, no, it does not expire. And if you want to get an order that's different from your existing final order, you will have to bring a motion to change that final order. So I hope that helps.